Top 7 vitamins to keep senior legs strong, steady, and cramp-free. Have you ever stood up from your chair and felt like your legs just weren't ready to hold you? Or maybe you've taken a walk, only to have your calf cramp up halfway through, leaving you frozen in place until the pain passed? If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck with it. Because what you put in your body can change how your legs feel, how steady you walk, and how confident you are when you move. I've spent hours going through research, speaking with medical professionals, and listening to real-life stories from older adults just like you. My goal? To find the top vitamins that actually make a difference for seniors dealing with leg weakness, instability, or those dreaded nighttime cramps. And today, I'm sharing what I found. No hype, no fads. Just practical information you can use, starting today, to support your legs and keep you moving safely, independently, and without fear. If you've ever worried about tripping, felt frustrated with leg pain, or avoided walks because of cramps or stiffness, this video is for you. And to thank you for watching, I've got a bonus suggestion at the end that might surprise you. A simple habit that works hand in hand with these vitamins to give your legs the backup they need. If this sounds like something you care about, and I know it does, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment too. Let me know if you've been dealing with cramps, weakness, or wobbly legs. You're not alone, and your voice matters. Someone else may be going through the same thing and just needs to hear your story. Now, let's talk about one of the most important vitamins for senior legs, vitamin D. Most people associate vitamin D with bone health, and yes, it's essential for keeping your bones strong. But did you know that low vitamin D levels can actually make your muscles weaker and more prone to cramping, especially in the legs? When your body doesn't have enough vitamin D, it struggles to absorb calcium properly. And without enough calcium in your muscles, they don't contract and relax the way they should. That's when you start feeling stiffness, twitching, or that deep, aching soreness that seems to come from nowhere. And here's something not everyone knows. Your ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases with age. Even if you're outside for 20 minutes a day, your skin might not be making enough anymore. That's why so many older adults, especially over 70, end up with low levels and don't even realize it. I talked to one man in his late 70s who had started falling more often, feeling wobbly when standing, and getting intense foot cramps at night. After a simple blood test, they discovered he had very low vitamin D. His doctor put him on a daily supplement, and within a few weeks, the cramps eased, his balance improved, and he felt more secure walking again. It wasn't magic. It was just giving his body the vitamin it had been asking for. If you haven't had your vitamin D levels checked in a while, it might be time. Most doctors can include it in your regular labs. And if they're low, there are plenty of options. Drops, tablets, or even chewables that make it easy to get what your body needs. Let's move to another powerful player in the fight against leg cramps, magnesium. This one is often called the calming mineral. And for good reason, magnesium helps your muscles relax. Not just emotionally, but physically. When your magnesium levels drop, muscles can get stuck in a contracted state. That's what a cramp really is. A muscle that's clenched too tight and won't let go. And the legs, especially calves, are where you feel it most. Here's where things get tricky. Magnesium gets used up quickly when your body's under stress. It also decreases with age and is affected by medications many seniors take, like diuretics or acid blockers. That means even if you're eating fairly well, you could still be coming up short. One woman I met said her cramps would hit almost every night around 3 a.m. She tried stretching, drinking more water, even changing her shoes, but nothing worked. When she started taking a magnesium supplement before bed, the difference was night and day. Her muscles didn't spasm like they used to, and she finally started sleeping through the night again. Foods rich in magnesium, like spinach, almonds, or pumpkin seeds, are great. But sometimes a little extra boost from a supplement can help when your levels are low. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you have kidney concerns. But this is one of those minerals that can be a real game changer for older adults struggling with muscle issues. And don't forget, magnesium and vitamin D work better together. They support each other. So, when you make sure you're getting enough of both, your legs don't just stop cramping. They start feeling stronger, steadier, more reliable. And that means you can walk farther, stand longer, and move through your day with more freedom and less fear. Let's touch on one more vitamin before we pause. One that often gets overlooked but makes a quiet, powerful impact on how steady your legs feel: vitamin B12. If you've ever felt numbness, tingling, or a weird buzzing feeling in your legs or feet, low B12 might be part of the problem. This vitamin plays a huge role in your nervous system. And when your nerves aren't firing right, your muscles suffer. You may not lift your foot as high when walking, or you might stumble more easily. And here's the thing: B12 levels tend to drop with age, especially in people who take antacids or medications for diabetes. The symptoms can sneak up slowly: fatigue, weakness, balance problems, and often get blamed on just getting older. But they're not always about age. Sometimes they're just about nutrition. A quick B12 blood test can give you answers. And if you're low, supplements are widely available. And in some cases, doctors may recommend injections to build your levels back up. I can't tell you how many seniors I've seen get their energy back, walk more confidently, and even avoid falls just by correcting low B12. Because when your nerves fire better, your muscles respond better. And that's what keeps you upright, steady, and strong. Let's keep going, because we're only just starting to uncover the full picture of what your legs really need to stay strong, steady, and cramp-free. Now, we've already talked about how vitamin D, magnesium, and B12 play a big part in how your muscles and nerves behave. But there's another vitamin that works quietly behind the scenes to support not just muscle strength, but also your circulation. And if your legs tend to feel cold, heavy, or tired by the afternoon, this one could be key. I'm talking about vitamin E. Vitamin E is known mostly as an antioxidant. It helps protect your cells from damage. But what many people don't know is that it also helps improve blood flow by keeping your blood vessels flexible and your circulation moving smoothly. And when your circulation slows, your legs are one of the first places to feel it. That sluggish, aching sensation or pins and needles feeling. Poor circulation could be playing a role. For seniors, improving blood flow in the legs means your muscles get more oxygen, more nutrients, and they recover better after activity. This means fewer cramps, less soreness, and a steadier feeling when you walk or stand. Vitamin E is found in foods like sunflower seeds, almonds, and spinach. But again, if you're not getting enough from food alone, your doctor may recommend a supplement, especially if your legs feel fatigued or you've been told your circulation isn't what it used to be. And there's a bonus with vitamin E. It supports skin health too. So if your legs feel dry or itchy or bruise more easily, a boost in vitamin E could help both the inside and the outside. Now, while we're on the subject of circulation and blood flow, we can't skip over another critical player, vitamin C. You might think of vitamin C as the cold and flu vitamin, and yes, it absolutely helps your immune system. But it's also essential for collagen production, and collagen is what keeps your blood vessels, skin, and connective tissues strong and flexible. Think of it this way: without enough vitamin C, your veins and capillaries get weaker. That means they don't support healthy circulation as well. And for your legs? That can lead to swelling, heaviness, or even those blue, bulging veins that pop out and make your legs feel tired by the end of the day. Vitamin C helps your body build and repair those tiny blood vessels. And the better those vessels work, the better your muscles work. It's all connected. Plus, vitamin C also helps with iron absorption. And iron, as we'll talk about in a moment, plays a big role in keeping your legs energized and preventing fatigue. Now, here's something that's really important. Your body doesn't store vitamin C. You need a fresh supply every day. And while oranges are great, there are tons of other ways to get it, like bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, and even broccoli. If you're not a fan of fruits and veggies, a daily supplement can make up the difference. It doesn't have to be expensive or complicated, just consistent. Let's pause here for a second, though, because I want to remind you of something simple but powerful. You don't have to do all of this at once. You're not trying to become a vitamin expert overnight. You're just getting to know your body a little better. You're listening to what it needs. And maybe today, you add in one thing. Maybe you start with a handful of almonds for vitamin E, or you pick up a multivitamin that covers your basics. That's enough to get started. Small steps lead to big changes, and you deserve to feel the difference. Now let's keep going, because this next one, iron, can be the difference between walking with confidence and barely making it down the hallway without needing a rest. Iron is what helps your red blood cells carry oxygen. Without enough iron, your muscles don't get the fuel they need. You might feel like your legs are heavy bricks, or like you just don't have the strength you used to, even if you're eating regularly. Here's the thing. Iron deficiency is very common in older adults, especially in women, and especially in people taking certain medications, or who've had digestive issues. And a lot of times, it's not obvious. You might just feel tired, or winded after walking short distances, or find yourself needing to sit down more often. Your legs are one of the first places to feel that drop in oxygen delivery. That's why getting enough iron, through diet or supplements, can help restore energy and strength in ways that feel almost immediate. Iron-rich foods include red meat, beans, lentils, and dark leafy greens. But just like vitamin D or B12, sometimes food alone isn't enough. If you're feeling more tired than usual, or your legs get weak faster than they used to, ask your doctor about a blood test to check your iron levels. And remember what we said earlier, vitamin C helps you absorb iron better. So pairing those two nutrients makes both of them more effective. A little orange with your spinach salad, or a splash of lemon in your water when you eat meat. It all works together. Here's a quick story. I spoke to a gentleman in his early 80s who said he used to walk his dog every morning without a problem. Then, over the course of a few months, his legs started feeling tired halfway through. He assumed it was just age catching up, but after a quick test, he found out he was iron deficient. His doctor started him on a low-dose supplement and encouraged him to eat more iron-rich foods. Within a month, he was back to walking his dog the full loop, without stopping once. Sometimes it's not age, it's just a missing piece. And that's really what this is all about. Your body isn't breaking down, it's just asking for support. And when you give it the right tools, it still responds. It still wants to be strong, steady, and reliable for you. You just have to meet it halfway. The more you understand which vitamins help your muscles, your nerves, your blood flow, and your bones, the more control you take back. Not from a place of fear, but from a place of confidence. Because you've still got places to go, people to see, and things to enjoy. You deserve legs that can carry you there. Now, let's finish strong, because we've got just a couple more important vitamins to cover, and then we're going to tie it all together with real-life, practical changes you can make starting today. One vitamin that often gets left out of the conversation, but plays a powerful role in keeping your legs steady and free from injury, is vitamin K2. Not to be confused with K1, which helps your blood clot properly. K2 is all about directing calcium to where it's needed, your bones, and away from where it doesn't belong, like your arteries. Why does this matter for your legs? Because as we age, calcium can start to build up in places it shouldn't, especially in the arteries of the legs. That hardening can reduce blood flow and contribute to stiffness, pain, and reduced movement. But vitamin K2 helps prevent that. It supports bone strength and keeps your blood vessels flexible, so your legs get the circulation they need to move freely and safely. Foods like natto, a fermented soybean dish, some cheeses, and grass-fed butter have K2, but they're not part of most American diets. That's why many older adults benefit from a K2 supplement, often paired with vitamin D for even better results. Again, always check with your doctor before starting something new, especially if you're on blood thinners. But this is one vitamin that can make a big difference in long-term mobility. And now, let's talk about a powerhouse that ties everything together, CoQ10. CoQ10 isn't a vitamin exactly, but it's a vitamin-like compound your body makes naturally. It helps your cells create energy, and your muscles, especially your heart and legs, rely on that energy to keep working. As we get older, our levels of CoQ10 naturally decline. And if you take a statin medication to manage cholesterol, it can drop even faster. The result? Muscles that tire out quickly, legs that feel weaker than they should, and sometimes even cramps or aches that don't seem to have a clear cause. CoQ10 helps restore that cellular energy. It's like giving your muscles fresh batteries. And while it won't give you superpowers, many people report improved stamina, reduced soreness, and a noticeable difference in how long they can walk or stand. It's especially helpful if you feel like your legs just run out of steam halfway through the day. So there you have it: vitamin D, magnesium, B12, E, C, iron, K2, and our bonus support, CoQ10. Together, they form a support system for your legs that covers everything from muscle strength to nerve function to blood flow to energy production. And that's what helps you stay active, balanced, and confident. Now, let's talk about how to put all this into practice. First, don't feel like you have to go out and buy 7 different bottles of vitamins. That's overwhelming, and it's not realistic for most people. Start with a high-quality multivitamin designed for seniors. It'll likely cover the basics like D, B12, and C. Then, based on how you feel, talk with your doctor about adding in specific extras like magnesium, iron, or CoQ10. The goal isn't to overdo it, it's to fill in the gaps. And just like we talked about earlier, food is part of the plan too. A handful of almonds, some spinach in your eggs, a small piece of salmon or lean beef, a fresh orange after lunch. These small things add up. You don't need a perfect diet, just a consistent one. Hydration is key here too. Your muscles and nerves can't do their job without water. Aim to sip steadily throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Dehydration is sneaky, and it makes cramps, fatigue, and weakness worse. Next, movement. Gentle movement. It doesn't have to be exercise. It just has to be consistent. Even if it's a walk around the house every hour, stretching your calves at the kitchen counter, or doing seated marches in your chair while watching TV. Your legs were made to move. And the more you move them, the more they'll respond. And here's something just as important: rest and recovery. Your muscles rebuild when you're resting, not when you're active. So make sure you're sleeping well, getting enough magnesium and B vitamins, and keeping your stress low. Speaking of stress, your mindset matters. If you've been feeling discouraged or anxious about your mobility, you're not alone. Many seniors silently struggle with fear of falling or worry that their strength is slipping away. But here's the truth: your body is still capable of healing, strengthening, and improving. It just needs the right fuel, the right support, and the belief that change is possible. And don't underestimate the power of connection. If you're feeling isolated or low, reach out, talk to a neighbor, join a walking group or a class at your local community center. Even chatting in the comments section here can help you feel more supported and more motivated. Because when we feel seen, we take better care of ourselves. When we feel connected, we move more, eat better, and stay more consistent. So if your legs have been holding you back, whether from cramps, fatigue, or fear, know that help is here. Not in the form of quick fixes, but in everyday habits that build strength over time. It's not about becoming who you used to be. It's about becoming stronger for where you are now. You've made it this far. That tells me you care about your health, your independence, and your ability to keep moving forward. And that matters. Let's take a moment and look at the bigger picture. You've just learned about 7 key vitamins, plus a bonus nutrient, that work together to support your legs in the ways that matter most. We're talking about strength, balance, flexibility, and freedom from those stubborn cramps that make walking or sleeping uncomfortable. These nutrients, vitamin D, magnesium, B12, E, C, iron, K2, and CoQ10, aren't just random. Each one plays a real role in how your legs move, recover, and support you every day. And here's what's most important. You have the power to do something about it. This isn't about doing everything at once or trying to be perfect. It's about listening to your body and making small, smart decisions that move you in the right direction. That's it. One better meal, one glass of water, one check-in with your doctor, one moment where you choose movement over sitting. That's where real, lasting change starts. And I know, it's easy to think it's too late, that the stiffness, weakness, or cramps are just part of getting older. But they're not something you have to accept. Your body still wants to heal. Your muscles still want to move. Your legs still want to carry you where you want to go. You just have to meet them halfway. Let's be real. Mobility is freedom. When your legs feel strong, you feel more confident stepping outside, going for a walk, shopping, gardening, or simply standing at the stove to cook your favorite meal. But when your legs feel weak or shaky, your world starts to shrink. And I don't want that for you. You don't want that for you. So here's the takeaway. Take action. Start small, but start now. Maybe today you drink more water. Maybe you talk to your doctor about vitamin D or B12. Maybe you grab a handful of nuts instead of chips. Maybe you stretch your calves before bed. Or maybe you just take 5 minutes to stand tall and remind yourself, you're still strong and you're still in charge. Because you are. This is your health, your body, your life. And you get to decide how you care for it. And if there's one message I hope sticks with you, it's this. You're not too old, and it's not too late. You're here. You're learning. You're showing up for yourself. That means you've already taken the first and most important step. Now let's build on it. If this video helped you, even in a small way, I'd be honored if you hit that like button and subscribed to the channel. It tells me you want more content like this, and it helps others, just like you, find the information they need to feel better and live stronger. And I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know, have you tried any of these vitamins before? Are cramps or weakness something you've been dealing with lately? You're not alone in this. Your story might give someone else the courage to take their next step too. And if you know someone who's been struggling with their legs, maybe a friend, a neighbor, a sibling, share this video with them. You never know who needs to hear that their best days aren't behind them. They might just be a few healthy choices away. I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. I know you have options, and the fact that you chose to be here means a lot. My goal with every video is to give you real tools, clear answers, and encouragement you can actually use, not just for your body, but for your spirit too. Because good health isn't just about staying alive. It's about enjoying the life you've worked so hard to build. So, wherever you are right now, sitting on the couch, standing in the kitchen, lying in bed, I want you to take a deep breath and remember this. You're doing great. Every effort you make matters, and every small step you take brings you closer to feeling stronger, steadier, and more at home in your own body. Keep moving. Keep asking questions. Keep showing up for yourself. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve legs that carry you forward, not hold you back. And with the right support, the right nutrients, and the right mindset, you absolutely can. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and keep walking forward, one confident step at a time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your journey matters. And I'm here to walk it with you.